everyone, welcome to Live Interactive English. This is Karen.
Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Shane.
Today we're looking at part 2 of our story called The Imp and the Crust. And the vocabulary words are harvest.
Harvest.
The harvest was good this year since there was a lot of rain.
Grain.
Grain.
Canada produces a lot of grain. Is that true?
I don't know.
Okay.
Spill.
Spill.
The baby spilled the milk onto the ground.
Oh. Tricky.
Tricky.
The tricky thief ran away when the police came.
Beast.
Beast.
Sam was scared when he saw a big beast at night. I would be too.
Wow. Okay, so we're still talking about the imp and the crust.
So last time, where did we leave off?
Well, now the imp failed in making the farmer sin the first time, but he has another chance.
Okay.
So
in 3 years, he has to make the farmer commit a sin.
So the imp starts by helping him
Like working for the farmer.
Right, helping him farm and teaching him, showing him where to plant his seeds and to have a more successful crop.
And he became rich.
Yeah,
the
it
farmer
worked.
became rich.
Yeah, it worked, and he became very rich and had lots of crops.
But
Here comes the tricky part.
he also taught the farmer how to use the grain to make alcohol. Dun, 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 dun.
So he learns how to make the alcohol, and then one day he has a party, and they're drinking.
Drinking. So what do you think will happen when you drink?
Well, I know when I drink, I am a pleasure to have around.
Oh, okay.
Not really. Sometimes I'll act a little bit naughty or maybe irresponsible. So what do you think's going to happen with the
I'm
farmer?
pretty good when I drink, so I guess everyone is different. I don't know.
Let's see what happens with the farmer.
All right.
But I have the feeling it's not going to be good.
Really?
I don't know.
Okay, well, let's wait and see.
Okay.
The Imp and the Crust.
For the first 2 years, the imp told the farmer where to plant his seeds, and the farmer had great harvests. He became rich and had too much grain. Then the imp taught him how to use his grain to make alcohol, which the farmer drank.
Welcome to Live Interactive English Magazine. Today is part 2 of a story called The Imp and the Crust. Hi everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Mike. The imp is an evil little helper of the devil. The crust was the food that he stole from a farmer to make the farmer sin and say a bad word. When that didn't work, the imp went back, and now the imp is working for the farmer. We're not sure how this is bad, but the imp's job from his boss, the devil, is to make the farmer commit a sin or do a terrible act, so the farmer, I guess, will go to hell. But so far, the imp has not been successful. The farmer's a nice guy.
The imp has failed.
Yeah.
On day 1, the imp couldn't make the farmer sin, so the devil gave the imp 3 years. You have 3 years to make the farmer sin. And for the first 2 years, the imp told the farmer where to plant his seeds, and the farmer had great harvests. Our first vocabulary word of the day is the noun harvest. Everyone, farmers plant seeds in the ground. Then these plants grow. Let's say you're growing corn. The corn starts growing, and then a green piece of corn, an ear of corn starts growing, and then one day it's ripe and yellow and delicious, and it's time to pick that corn. If that's the case, it is harvest time. During harvest time or during harvest, farmers collect their food. They take that food, I should say, out of the fields, and then they go sell it or whatever. They just go collect all of the food that they've been growing during the growing season. For example, the harvest was good this year since there was a lot of rain.
So it's all the food that's collected from the farm after the growing season ends. Usually in the fall, right? That's when they'll pick all their food, and all of that food they have is now their harvest. So his harvests were very good. He grew a lot of grain. He had more than enough food for himself and his family. And it says he became rich and had too much grain. So enough food for his family. He sold a lot of food to other people in the markets, and then he still had extra grain left. He had too much grain. This, of course, for this farmer, of course, is growing what we would call grain. Now, grain is just sort of a category of things that you would grow on a farm. Grain, this noun, basically is an edible grass of some kind. Wheat, barley, oats, rice. These are all grains. There are many different types. We use them in different ways, but they're all things that we can grow, basically grasses that can be eaten. That's the important thing. You or farm animals can eat grain. For example, Canada produces a lot of grain. Yes, like Russia, we have big, vast fields of wheat and other things like that.
In Canada. Now, grains. There are many different types of grains.
Yes.
Usually, though, when people just use the word grain unspecifically, they're talking about a plant, a grass, that you can grind down to make flour and bread. Anyways, then, next in our story, the imp taught him how to use his grain to make alcohol, which the farmer drank. It's true, you can use grain to make alcohol. Yeah. And I believe in Russia, they use their grain to make vodka.
That's right. They would use wheat to make vodka. Here in Taiwan, we would use sorghum. That's another grain, sorghum, to make gaoliang. All of these are different types of alcohol. And of course, when people drink alcohol,
bad things happen.
Strange things can happen. This might be how the farmer finally starts to sin. But we'll find out after this break.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。我们在第一天的故事读到，小恶魔偷走农夫的面包皮，想要让他犯下道德上的罪，可是他却失败了。那么撒旦就给小恶魔第二次的机会，让他用3年的时间来让农夫犯罪。于是小恶魔他就把自己变成工人，去帮农夫工作。好，前2年这个小恶魔啊，他帮了农夫很大的忙。他告诉农夫要在哪里播种，让他大丰收，变得很有钱，谷粮甚至还过剩了。那接着小恶魔就教农夫要如何用谷物来制造酒精，农夫他就喝了这一些酒。好 ，alcohol 就是酒精或是酒精饮品。那老师们聊到说，俄罗斯人他们会用谷物来做伏特加酒，那我们其实也会用高粱这种谷物来制造酒。Sorghum, S-O-R-G-H-U-M, sorghum 就是高粱属作物。好，这边还有2个单字 ，harvest。Harvest 它表示收成或是收获，在课文里面是当名词用。那么 Jeff 老师用到 ripe 这个字 R-I-P-E， ripe 它可以用来形容水果或是谷物等等是成熟的。至于 grain 它表示谷物或是谷类。Mike 老师有提到几种谷物，像是 wheat 是小麦，拼作 W-H-E-A-T， 还有 barley。B-A-R-L-E-Y barley 是大麦，那么 oats O-A-T-S oats 是燕麦。老师还有提到一个形容词，可以把它学起来，叫做 edible。edible 是形容可食用的，那它是拼作 E-D-I-B-L-E。解华课文中。
The Imp and the Crust.
The imp told the devil to come check his work. The devil was satisfied to see that the farmer had invited his friends over to drink and had even scolded his wife for spilling the alcohol. The drunk farmer and his friends then started flattering each other like tricky foxes. After more drinking, they began to fight like wolves. Finally, the farmer saw his guests out, but he was so drunk that he fell into a puddle and lay there like a pig.
All right. Remember, before the break, the imp had put together a very extravagant plan to get the farmer to sin. He helped the farmer raise fantastic harvests and get rich. And then what came out of this was that the imp was going to teach the man to make alcohol, which the man, the farmer, is going to drink and then sin.
This is with the grain that he couldn't eat or sell because the imp was such a good farm worker. Anyway, so this man is now going to make alcohol with the extra grain, and I guess the imp is hoping that by drinking the alcohol, bad things will happen. Well, let's check out what happens next. It says the imp told the devil to come check his work. So the imp wrote an email to the devil and said, hey, come down to the farm. We're growing really evil alcohol.
Mike, this is Russia
Right.
a couple of 100 years ago.
Yeah. It's an email. E for evil. Evil mail. Isn't that?
I will let that go. That's
right.
actually
Anyway,
pretty funny.
He sent a message to the devil saying, come and look at my evil work.
Devil, I have set everything up. Come, take a look. And the devil was satisfied to see that the farmer had invited his friends over to drink and had even scolded his wife for spilling the alcohol. Ooh, it sounds like the farmer is about to sin, which is kind of sad. Anyways, before we learn anything else, let's talk about the verb spill. Okay, let's say you have a bottle of water. Okay, if you want to put that water into a glass, you pour the water into that glass. You're in control when you do that. When you spill something, the water, let's say, gets out of the bottle by mistake. You tip it over or you drop it, and the water leaves the bottle, and you don't have control of the situation. Okay? For example, the baby spilled the milk onto the ground and then started crying.
Be careful when you're pouring or drinking. And of course, it's an accident, so it was not fair of the farmer to scold his wife. To scold is to sort of get angry and say, you did a bad thing, I'm not happy with you. So it already seems that this farmer, who was kind, is now becoming a little bit more of an angry type person, and it could be the alcohol, because as we read on it says, the drunk farmer and his friends then started flattering each other like tricky foxes. Yes, alcohol can change people's personalities a little bit, make them louder or braver or crazier in some way. These guys, these drunk farmers, started to flatter each other like tricky foxes. Flattering is basically complimenting someone in sort of an over-the-top way. You're the best. You're more handsome than Brad Pitt. I think you're the most talented, smart person I've ever met.
Are you
in the
drunk?
whole
Drunk,
world.
Mike?
No, I'm pretending to be a tricky fox. Anyway, so they're sort of getting a little bit out of control, flattering each other, saying these untrue words like tricky foxes. People often compare the fox to a tricky animal, or says it has a tricky mind. If you're tricky, you're clever. You can think up plans. You might be good at tricking people, at fooling them to get money from them or something like that. So it means you're not quite honest, and you always have a secret plan that you're trying to get people to do without them knowing. Not the most honest kind of person. For example, the tricky thief ran away when the police came. So, they're flattering each other like tricky foxes, and the drinking continues.
Yeah, they're saying one thing, but they really mean to do something else. They're getting tricky. Anyways, after more drinking, they began to fight like wolves. So first it was scolding, then it was trickery, and now they're fighting like wolves.
This party is out of control.
Out of control. And finally the farmer saw his guests out, but he was so drunk that he fell into a puddle and lay there like a pig. How the mighty have fallen.
This farmer used to be kind, honest, and hardworking. Here he is lying in a dirty puddle, a puddle of dirty water, like a drunk pig. It seems alcohol has really changed him for the worse.
More on that after a break.
Vodka.
原来小恶魔让农夫犯罪的计划就是用钱和酒精来让他过着纸醉金迷的生活。刚刚 Jeff 老师有说到 extravagant 这个字 extravagant，extravagant 它是形容奢华的、挥霍的或是过度的浪费的。好，那现在小恶魔就请他的主人撒旦来看看他的工作成果。撒旦看到农夫邀请朋友来家里面喝酒，还因为太太把酒洒出来，然后就骂他、斥责他。撒旦看了觉得好满意哦，而且这喝醉的农夫跟他的朋友们还开始互相奉承，就像奸诈狡猾的狐狸一样，这样互相谄媚。那在几杯黄汤下肚之后，他们甚至开始像狼一样打架。最后，农夫送宾客离开，那自己因为喝得太醉了，他跌进一个水坑里面，就像一只猪一样倒在那里。好，先来看两个单字 ，spill 这个动词它表示溅出，或是洒出，或是使什么溅出来。那 Jeff 老师在解释单字时提到 tip over 它是指使什么倾倒或是打翻。再来看 tricky 它是形容狡猾的、奸诈的。好，那这边还有3个补充单字 scold 是动词，表示责骂。那么 flatter 也是动词，它表示奉承或是谄媚。那 Mike 老师有提到一个字 compliment 是名词，它表示赞美、恭维，它是拼作 compliment。好，那么再来看 puddle 这个名词，它表示水坑或是水洼。接回到课文中。
The Imp and the Crust.
The devil asked the imp if he had put any animal blood in the men's drinks.
No,
Said the imp.
the blood of the beasts is always in man.
He explained that when men have more than they need, they lose control and seek pleasures such as drinking. This turns them into beasts.
All right. The farmer is lying in a ditch like a pig. The devil and the imp are watching. And the devil asked the imp if he had put any animal blood in the men's drinks.
Because as they were drinking and getting more and more drunk, they were starting to act like animals, like tricky foxes or wolves, and then they just were drunk and dirty like pigs. So, had you introduced some animal blood into the drink? The devil wanted to know. No, said the imp. The blood of the beasts is always in man. Basically saying, I didn't have to do that because with enough alcohol, even men will become like the animals.
Animals. Foxes, wolves.
Animals.
They're beasts. And
They
yes,
are.
the word beast is a noun, and it's our next vocabulary word. Beast. The word beast, everyone, is another word for an animal. Here's the thing, though. When we're using this word beast, we're talking about a wild and possibly dangerous animal. And yes, we can call people beasts, but you can only call a person a beast when they've become violent or they become bad in some way. Like the drunk farmer. Anyways, for example, Sam was scared when he saw a big beast at night. He saw a big timber wolf, or he saw a big grizzly bear, or something like that. A beast like that made him very scared.
Usually big, strong, maybe hairy. A goldfish would not be a beast.
Yeah, I've never known goldfish to be dangerous.
No.
Anyways,
Let's get back to the article.
He explained that when men have more than they need, they lose control and seek pleasures such as drinking, and this turns them into beasts.
There you go. The alcohol let out the beast inside of them. They became out of control. They stopped being civilized and kind and became more like the animals. A very interesting story. It seems the imp was successful with the help of a few alcoholic drinks. Let's go to our what do you think question. The question is, do you think the imp was right about the blood of beasts being in man?
I think the imp was right, because at the beginning of our story, Mike and I were both surprised about the really good spirit that the farmer had.
Yeah, he was nice.
But at the end of the story, because he started drinking, the real beastie part or bestial part of this man came out. So there is that good spirit in man, but there's also the beast spirit in men as well, and alcohol can bring it out of them.
That's right. Alcohol can do the devil's work. All right, guys, that's it for us today. We hope you enjoyed that story, maybe learned a little bit from it, and we'll be back with much more very, very soon. Until then, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
农夫喝醉了，然后他跌进水坑，像一只猪一样倒在那里。那 Jeff 老师刚刚用到 ditch 这个字 ，D-I-T-C-H，ditch 可以用来指壕沟、水沟或是沟渠。好，撒旦看到农夫跟他的朋友们喝酒，喝完之后呢，出现一些动物的行为，他们像狐狸一样狡猾，像狼一样打架，像猪一样躺在那里。他就问小恶魔说，是不是有在那些人的酒里面加了动物的血？小恶魔说没有，他就解释啦，人类的心里一直都有兽性存在，当人拥有超过他们所需要的东西时，然后就会失控而去追求享乐，像是喝酒之类的，然后进而让自己变成畜生，变得比较不文明，比较不仁慈。Mike 老师刚刚用到一个形容词 civilized， 它是拼作 C-I-V-I-L-I-Z-E-D。好，这个形容词它是形容文明的或是开化的。最后来看单字 beast， 它是野兽的意思。Jeff 老师有提到两种动物，老师说的 timber wolf 是灰狼 ，grizzly bear 是灰熊。好了，那么以上是这个讲解，同学们别走开，马上回来哦。大家好，我是 Hanny。在今天的课程中，我们要介绍两个文法重点。第一个是 WH 疑问词加上不定词做名词片语。第二个是 if 引导名词子句。首先，我们来学习 WH 疑问词加不定词形成名词片语的用法。WH 疑问词像是 how、what、who、where、when、which 等等，之后可以接不定词，也就是 to 加原形动词来形成名词片语。那在句中可以当主词、受词或是补语用。来看三个例句。Where to hold the art show is still not decided. 在哪举办艺术展尚未定案。句中的名词片语 Where to hold the art show 是做主词用。I don't know what to wear to the party. 我不知道该穿什么去参加派对。那句中的名词片语 What to wear to the party 是当动词 know 的受词。The problem is how to promote our products. 问题就在于要如何推销我们的产品。句中的名词片语 how to promote our products 是当主词补语用。最后，我们来学习 if 引导名词子句。if 引导名词子句可以当受词或补语用。if 加主词加动词，这表示是否怎么样。要特别注意 if 引导的名词子句不能当主词用。我们来看两个例句。I don't care if they believe me. 我不在乎他们是否相信我。那句中的名词子句 if they believe me 是当受词用。The question is if you want to go to this school. 问题就在于你是否想要读这所学校。那句中的名词子句 if you want to go to this school 是当主词补语用。以上是今天的重点整理，我们下次见喽 See you next time, bye
购物时向店员表达我只想逛逛，有哪些实用的说法？今天我们要介绍的实用句型是
欢
欢迎收看就爱讲英文。
我是悠悠，
我是季安。
你知道逛超市的时候，我们有时候没有一定要买东西，
对，
只是想要看看，而且重点有时候只是为了试吃而已。可是如果遇到了太热心的店员一直来问你有没有，很尴尬哎，对不对？
需要帮忙吗？这英文就是 May I help you?
May I help you?
How can I help you?
How can I help you?
对，就看你试吃太多，他就直接跑过来。May I help you? How can I help you?
所以每次我在闲逛的时候又不想花钱，真的很尴尬，我都不知道怎么回。
你就说啊，我只是来我看一看而已，我只看不买，这样
只看不买。
我们可以用 browse 这个字
，browse。
I'm just browsing.
I'm just browsing.
I'm just browsing. Thanks.
哦，只是看看。
How can I help you?
I am just browsing.
对
不要再过来了，我就是要试吃，怎么样？
那你就跟他说 I'm going to look around.
I am going to look around.
或者 I'm going to have a look around.
I'm going to have a look around.
对 ，have a look around 就是四
周看
一看，这样就是这样哦。所以 I just want to look around 也可以。
I just want to look around.
How can I help you?
I just want to look around. 可是很贴心，店员就是你玩具之后，他还说啊，如果你需要帮忙的话，你也可以通知我哈。
对。Please let me know. 请让我知道呢。If you need help.
Please let me know if you need help. 但我真的不需要。
Please let me know if you need help.
对
，OK。
好。
或者是他们也会说 Please let me know if you need anything.
哦 ，Please let me know if you need anything.
对你有任何需要的东西都可以跟我讲啊。
真的，为了表现这店员他们这么热心服务，我们真的要说谢谢你。
对，感谢你 ，Thank you， 或者是呢 I appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate. 所以 I appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
感谢你啊！
感谢哇，感恩啊！
感恩啊！
来看今天的
Live action.
感恩啊！
May I help you?
I'm just browsing, thanks.
Please let me know if you need anything.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate it.
Please let me know if you need anything.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate it.